good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia, or that president will fail.
Those days, all of the people were brought here. Okay, to you, Chapo, one, there's a killing, so I don't give, oh, and now I'm listening to you. These all kept the last, not only in Puerto, not only in Liberia, but the half of them was the Senate in Guinea and Sierra. The Guineans, the Sierrans, they are all aware of the contribution of this church. Let's see you to run a this church was the main cause of Muslim religion not to expand too much here. We are grateful to all of you.
I have been working for the past 6 years with Jovia government, and we are caretaker. We are the one that's doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boakai, for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boakai took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I need to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group, 730 persons. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down, but you were working. So anybody that work on a job, we are with him. That job, we are put that she will put them down. Paulina cried to her. So therefore, she came and said she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Boakai got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. And she left, so we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boakai, Joseph Boakai, I said Joseph Boakai, and I'm always talking to the senator, representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother, we call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running. She know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay off. We'll go and sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on your way government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of your way. Please, our senator, you get called back. Our senator in the house, you have been talking for us. You say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking prayer from our mom. We will be marching. I got group. We all will be going to the mansion in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will kill all the way they came putting in your, they kill us. Because that's why they came for to kill. They said they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We will march to the marshal, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that wear the minister of state that they put down, I've been saying they will wear black. We'll go to the marshal, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the marshal. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood up, he said, your words are going to Paulina coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police are stopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us some money. Okay. We are Liberian. We work and we earn our own money.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Boakai, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, when you run for one term, he said, I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
I'll get bring out to go see to the main store.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post store.
Yeah, he said I'm a join to go see to the web main store to they get money to the store that will go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bad for the same lecture?
And how can the police catch you?
The police people before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back
So
again."
that time you go to work?
I go to work.
If before you working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now.
No, I'm not go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
When they call you in the net now.
when a man come in there,
Yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
The message you want to give you what?
tea. Have milk tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg is that.
In into my butter. So when I carry it to the man say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah, when I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friend called me.
And the same man you going to now.
Yeah, I say man.
And the man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a G. Then they are 2.
Big Jeep. Oh.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
Air condition all inside.
no, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. And you can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, just like say when I move from here, I'll free. Just like say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk again.
Exactly.
I wanted to make a whole talk clear to you, but you talk in the question. Hi, not looking. Hi, you looking. Hi, looking. Then you want post another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get paid. You say you get the tea to the man. After you get the tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I will not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say ask me too much question. Hey, there's me things say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
when I give you answer now, then you
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, that's why now.
go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take that. You take
I'm
that.
taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take that
To explain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my people. Radio Entertainment say, New Year, new thing. New Year, new thing. Oh, yeah, man. Your regular playing money. Then I found out the move for 3,000 Laverne dollar to 4,000 Laverne dollar. Oh, yes. For 3,000 Laverne dollar to 4,000 Laverne dollar. For the same amount, you can play 100 Laverne dollar or 75 cent USD. And you will win 4,000 straight. Same price, but the value not go up. You already know now how Freedom FM 87.9 can do it. Jada *799*. Go to number 11 and follow the option and play. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Don't say I tell you. Listen to your radio and win the money. Like, bro, check your better. This game here is licensed by the National Lottery Authority of Liberia and powered by Lone Star Cell MTN Mobile Money. Before you play, you must be 18 years old.
I will not have a president. Or if any done like they were done in Ghana recently, the president is inaugurated, and months thereafter, some people come and say, we confront, he is the one we elected. Which Supreme Court will say we didn't confront when the man is sitting down? Then about that, to make sure that the case is disposed of
By effort is going nowhere. The entire vote for hearing from the board to the Supreme Court within the period of time before now already first and foremost, they can't take any representation. Look at me now. What representation on my army? 4 or 5 months. Nobody's in the army. You're up money. Look at who are you? The other thing yesterday. You see what I'm talking about? But if somebody is already representing the people, then we are really truly carrying out the spirit of our law. We are really truly carrying out the spirit of our law. So, my colleagues, it requires just an amendment of the law that reflects our experiences. That's all I'm asking you to do. And I'm telling you, if we don't address the issue, 2023, 2024, we're having the constitutional crisis. I'll be sitting at my house smiling. I will not be with you because I made my proposal. May I leave now? Thank you, sir. That's the only reason why I came. Thank you, sir. I can answer question before I go. You want to answer question before I go?
Yeah. Colleagues, they should take the trend of the contents and the proposing. The question now is, do we agree to amend it or not? That is the issue now.
I feel with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to continue to strive on observing.
With happiness, we go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's talking to me. Then before that, I will tell you that nation. I will tell you US. I will bring one man for you. But you think one man for you? I will tell you open up really. We have to pray.
When you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries, but there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say, release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity. It concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that still has not seen the light of day in these and reveal the contextual flavors behind the child. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel.
The people who are so, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to allow the damage.
Oh yes, and we can talk about the atrocities that come along with the lies our officials tell us. The conspiracy they develop against our interests. And the mayhem to perpetrate against the vulnerable, those living with disabilities, those who cannot speak for themselves, those who want to speak but do not have the chance to speak, they do not have the space to speak, they do not even have the ears to speak into. That's why we are here, the legs of Takun J, who will launch his advocacy through his songs. And so we will use these songs to transmit the messages across the country and beyond. That means say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those of you in the diaspora, our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have you joining us tonight. It's the 20th of January.
See the reason why we ask.
And it's 2025. Today we are speaking to video recordings and audio recordings. We actually want to talk less tonight. We want you in the public to talk tonight. What do you think? Do you think? Do you agree? After we play the audio recordings, the different recordings here tonight, we will be asking all of you to talk. Tell us, what do you think from all of the recordings we are about to play? What do you think may have gone wrong in the death of Senator Prince Johnson? Do you think the treatment, the alleged mistreatment by the government of Liberia of Joe Boakai caused Senator Johnson's death? Should the Nima people celebrate Joe Boakai and Jeremiah Kun? Should they exonerate them? Shouldn't the Nima people blame Joe Boakai and Senator Kun, now Vice President Kun, of having a hand in the death of their late hero? Should they say, yes, Boakai, you go, Kun, you go, you didn't do anything, we respect you, we will celebrate you. Senator Johnson died a normal death. Should that be the conversation in Nima amongst the people of Nima? We will play you all of these recordings and ask you to talk. What do you think? Now you have the platform to speak. All of the different tributes, I don't consider them as tributes. I don't consider most of them as tributes anyway. I consider most of the statements made as political statements. They were politically filibustering, showmanshiping.
But now the question that we ask.
From the death to the burial of Senator Johnson, the government of Liberia politicized the entire death. So we have a lot of recordings to play tonight. Tell us, what do you think? What do you believe? Senator Johnson said he was neglected. He said Mr. Bwaka was not speaking to him. He called off speech for him, blocked his number. They were not talking. Even Jeremiah Kun could not do anything, could not make any intervention to get him to talk to Joe Bwaka after he made Bwaka president and made Jeremiah Kun vice president. Oh, when War Crimes Code came, he said, Kun, I thought we had an agreement. How come Joe Bwaka is doing something else? And Jeremiah Kun said to the late Prince Johnson, Mr. Senator, yes, we had an agreement prior to our election, but now that we are elected, we are the head makers in charge. Yeah, he said you can take $5,000 and go hire a lawyer to plead your case, but we are the head makers in charge now. He's the president, I'm the vice president. We only wanted to use you to get to the presidency. Now we are in, you can take $5,000 from me, go and hire a lawyer to pursue your case in court, but the War Crimes Code will come here and you will have to face justice. No one to trust. Taku just said that. And that's what happened to Senator Johnson. His hope he had in Joe Bwaka and Jeremiah Kun were broken. They broke his hope. They disappointed him, according to him. They sour relationship with him. They blocked his numbers. They disconnected. They cut ties with him. They instructed E-Marshal protocol officers. I do not want to see him anywhere around the executive mansion. You got nothing to show. Nothing. And the man he considered his son, Jeremiah Kun, said, yes, Mr. President Bwaka, I agreed. Let Senator Johnson stay in Nima County. That's why he's respected. That's why he's popular. He does not belong in the E-Mansion. Oh yes, folks. That's our way of finally paying Senator Johnson farewell. We want you to talk, to join us as we recount the sequence of events that transpired prior to his death, the actual views, the actual disagreements, the actual displeasures that he experienced before he died. Tonight, we will talk to the youth chairman of the Movement for Democracy and Reconstruction, MDR, Sam Butu Piri. Sam Piri will join us very shortly via the line. In fact, we will talk to him. He said, Austin, I can come, but it's going to be late. I'm already receiving threats. I can make physical appearance, but let's talk on the telephone. And I said, no problem, sir. I will call you and we will talk to you via the telephone. The young man who led young people in Nima. Just tell you that why we will tell you. But you screw us. You screw up. To relaunch, reiterate, restate, re-emphasize the need for the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Code. Why did he use the funeral of Senator Johnson to announce or re-emphasize the call for the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Code in the country? Zapiri will talk to us very shortly. My name is Austin Kawa. This is Freedom Hard Talk. This is your only political fellowship that is happening on radio at about this time. This show is proudly sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia of Omen Simsayo and is in partnership with Radio Entertainment Liberia. We tire with the promises that let us do all our damages. Yeah, we talk the politics, we talk the cash. So tonight the payout, as you may be aware, is $4,000. So we're giving $4,000 out to all of our winners each, or to each of our winners. All you have to do, make sure you have $100 Liberian on your mobile money account, or its equivalent in US, which should be something around 70 cents USD. So once you have 100 LD on your account, trust me, you can win $4,000 tonight on the show. All you have to do, make sure you dial *799#. You send, and then you reply with 11. When you enter 11, you send, and then two options will appear. Option number 1 is asking you to play in US dollars, and option number 2 is asking you to play in Liberian dollars. Whichever option you enter, you send and enter your mobile money password. very easy to play the cash giveaway. Let me say thanks to all of you for joining us tonight. We already have over 28 plus thousand persons following us via our online radio. Thanks to all of you who are also following us via their Facebook Live. All you have to do, once you join the live, just share the live. That's all you have to do. And then you invite others to follow. So yes, let's take a walk from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we recognize and welcome all of you who join us tonight on via Facebook. And then we move into our discussion tonight. We move into our discussion. So let's take a walk from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia of Omer Sam Science, Crime Stopper Liberia. Where is it? Yeah, is it? Okay, we took a walk.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime unfolding, don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Tell it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us. Bring it safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, on the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, on the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, on the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime.
As popular as George Weah is in this country, we are supported people that lost election. But But Senator Johnson had never supported people in his county. Say, Nima, let's go so. And that person loses the election. No. That's how influential he was. Yes, a mixture of controversy with his entire life and everything, his participation in the war, the casualties that follow his participation in the war. You can't take that away from him. He has to own it, and he accepted responsibilities for his participation in the war. And that's why he didn't want, and that's why he was always outraged when the conversation about war and economic crimes code will spark up. He will always get outraged. And so that's who he was. A controversial person. But somebody who, when you say he was a man of the war. When Senator Johnson tells you, I will do this, I will support this person, I'm not supporting, he's going to stand by his word. And when he says I'm supporting, he's going to give his all, his time, his energy, his sleep, his everything. He's going to give it to that process to ensure that that person becomes victorious. That's the kind of person he was. So yes, credit to his fame, to his influence, and these are things politicians, should have. These are qualities politicians should have. Fame, in the popularity, influence. If you like these qualities, it means you can be a good or a successful politician. Ask me whether Senator Johnson was a successful politician. Yes, he was a successful politician. I can say that to you. So we want to pay him tribute tonight, and we want all of you in the public to join us tonight to pay him tribute, because the government decided to politicize his funeral. So things that should have been said at the funeral were not said. Instead, people were busy looking for who to replace Senator Johnson and all of that. There's something I want to say, that's why. So I want to read Senator. The U.S. Today, Mr. Donald J. Trump was inaugurated as America's new president. And so the political leader of the CDC has sent a congratulatory message, which I want to read. January 20, 2025, Monrovia, Liberia. I wish to congratulate President Donald J. Trump on his inauguration as the 47th President of the United States of America. The story of his remarkable comeback as leader of the free world demonstrates the power of resilience and hard work, as well as the American people's embrace of his agenda for the country. The strength of the American democracy, including the peaceful transfer of power between political parties, has helped shape governance around the world, including here in Liberia. Our shared history and the U.S. continuous contribution to the growth and development of Liberia has positively impacted our nation and region. I am inspired by the message of hope of a new U.S. president and the priority he places on world peace. It is my expectation that America's global leadership under the Trump presidency will make the world a better place. Congratulations, Mr. Trump. May God bless the Republic of Liberia and the United States of America. George Manning Weah Sr., former president of the Republic of Liberia. When you're writing Mr. Weah's speech, at the close of Mr. Weah's speech, please include the number to the president, to the position, to the title. So instead of using the former president, please put 24th. Please put 24th. Or 25th. Or 20 this. President, Republic of Liberia. They don't be putting form to the many. You put the number there. Okay, so consider massacre. Today we heard the news that the government, the police have formally drawn out an indictment, we're told, or has formally charged. Sorry, the police has formally charged individuals they consider suspects in the fire incident of the Capitol, at the John Chimma of the Capitol building. And so it's very important for us to read this so you know what is happening or what has been happening. So I don't want to use the one. Let me just use the one. It's the same content. So this is what an OKFM journalist posted today, which was validated by their court reporter or their judicial reporter. And Top Page Africa is also, a lot of news outlets are also carrying them. They said two suspects, Thomas Isaac Etheridge, 39, and Eric Susse, 39, have been formally charged and sent to court for their alleged roles in the Capitol building fire incident. Thomas Etheridge's charges include arson, release of destructive forces, reckless burning and exploding, criminal mischief, recklessly endangering others, facilitation, criminal conspiracy, and criminal solicitation. For Eric Susse's charges, they include arson, release of destructive forces, reckless burning reckless burning or exploding, criminal mischief, recklessly endangering others, criminal attempt to commit murder, theft of property, aggravated assault, criminal facilitation, criminal conspiracy, and solicitation. Additionally, 5 suspects remain alive and have been charged in absentia. Grace Johnson, Chief of Protocol in Honorable J. Funadi Kofa's office. Amos Kofa, Maintenance Department Supervisor. Stephen Braw, Capitol Building Employee. John Yanti, Correctional Officer. All seditious. All seditious. John Yanti is a sedition. A good friend from Nikutan, one of CDC's executives in Nikutan, in the District 16. Amos Kofa, a towering sedition, well known in the St. Paul Bridge community. Remember the other day, I spoke about how state security officers went to his house about 2 a.m. And imagine 2 o'clock in the morning. I got called that police security officers, they all tie their faces, cover their faces. To over 35 to 40 of them went to his home, started banging at different doors, causing stirs in the community. People had to come outside from their homes to know what was going on in the community. And the people, those who came outside, could not recognize anybody. They only recognized images. When they saw images, all their faces are tied, they are covered, they're rebels, and they have armed, they were well armed, busting people's doors, and calling people to come outside. They were looking for Amos Kofa and all of that. Okay. And unfortunately for them, they didn't get Amos Kofa. They didn't see him. They bust his door, drag his pregnant woman outside, and we're told they took some photos from his home, and they left when they realized that Amos was not home. Now, somebody tells me, under these conditions, under these critical circumstances, so a peaceful young man is supposed to walk into the lion's den, and under the guise of respecting the law and turning himself over. And I have a message for those of you who live in Amos Kofa's community tonight. I have a message for all of you. You see, all of you in that community are aware of the mistreatment that all those who were arrested went through. You heard people, which we are going to play today, you heard people narrating their stories, how they were tortured, subjected to intimidation, insult, and threats, to the extent that they were physically beaten and harmed by state security officers just to solicit statements from them that will incriminate lawmakers from the Funatisa. And because they refused, they were subjected to torture according to them, and all forms of intimidation. So those of you in the St. Paul Beach community behind that Marco Plaza there, where that is also my second community, knowing all of these things, if some of you allow yourselves to conspire, if some of you allow yourself to get convinced and turn Amos over, or be given information from that community about Amos Kofar, when anything happens to him, some of you will start bending your heads down in shame, or bowing your heads in shame. For the sake of the real, let me use the real word. You'll start bowing your heads in shame and disgrace. And you guys will never live in peace for the rest of your lives. And I'm saying this to those of you. I know you're going to listen to the show down there. And that's the reason why I'm saying this. That community is small. It is supposed to hold and stand together and protect people, especially people who are falsely accused. The state is chasing people who they believe close to lawmakers that are close to Funanti. They are aware that Amos Kofar is dating Sibo Piggy, or consider dating Sibo Piggy in Simba Bridge. So we get nothing on Sibo, they try to get Amos and go carry him and subject him to torture him, that he will go and call Sibo and say Sibo aware, Sibo gave him money to do this. Because they check all around, telephone call, what's anything in that check, these get nothing on Sibo now. So they say, let's get Amos Kofar, who is close to Sibo, they call Sibo Piggy in Simba Bridge. When we get him, we can intimidate him, we can torture him, we can threaten him. He will say something about Sibo, then we'll put him on recording, and then we'll go after Sibo. Like they're doing to Grace then. And Thomas Etheridge then. That's what they're doing. So you all have to be careful in the communities. This government does not want peace. This government does not know peace. This government is not interested in reconciliation. This government is not interested in the rule of law. This government has proven beyond all reasonable doubt that a government has convinced us that it is a lawless system. It is a lawless government from the presidency down. The president is the number one lawless man in the country. And that's why I'm about to play you SF from the sermon that was preached by the pastor. I mean, that's the sign I'm taking from the pastor. So that SF from the pastor sermon. You can't do a lot today. Abu did a lot this morning. Can't do a lot this evening. So I'm going to take it from the pastor angle. Even though I'll play different recordings, I'll take it from the pastor angle to form my opinion. And then open the telephone lines for you to talk. Tonight, I have time to talk. I'm doing less talking tonight. You all will do the talking. So let me. So as we're talking, you'll be playing your cash giveaway because we'll be doing the just secret. So these are the charges. They said the other people then he said the police described them as fugitives, meaning they are escaping justice, they are running away, they are on the run. Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah. So I mean, so that's where that's where we are. So let's move into, let me get this recording from here and play from this end. So as we are playing these different recordings, don't forget to be playing your cash giveaway because that's where we're going to have our conversation. So let me so the short code is *799 hash. That's the short code for you to play and follow the instructions. So once you dial *799 hash, you send and then you follow the instructions, you will know how to make your way through and then walk away with $4,000 each. So okay, I'm trying to get this one from here. Okay. I see the documents plenty. Just on Saturday, imagine all my recording are going way down. Okay, let me go to hard talk. Let me get it from here. I mean, so that's it. But let me, so that's what we are, folks. Okay, let me get it from here. Before I get it, we're gonna go to that stuff. So okay. No.
You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement. Ordered at the recent investiture. I wish to be something else, so we don't vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in jail. Us is money.
Oh, boy. Man. Please. Okay, let me just get this.
Empty hour, you flee out, yeah. You don't go people either. Yeah, you're calling for one count for the UK of the movement for democracy and reconstruction. National UK, yeah, calling for one count code. She said the one count code now. They're calling for one count code. They said they have never seen it doing editor, they never seen it doing weird time. While now they're calling for one count code. Yes. It is the UP of the movement for democracy and reconstruction. Yeah, calling for war crime code. Taking the butterfly, calling for war crime code. Listen to the butterfly. Those of you that are please clear it up.
Okay, so so let me talk to Za Piri. Let me try calling Za. Let me try calling Za and get him. We'll talk to him via the telephone. And so okay, so let me place this call to the youth league chair of the movement for democracy and reconstruction. Oh, Zag, you have to pick your phone. Okay, so okay, let me try and let me place it again. Okay, let me place the call again. So we have to talk to Za Piri, Za Mambulu. Za Mambulu Piri is the youth chairman for the MDR. They are calling for the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. They said Braga should not relinquish, should not rest, should not cancel, dissolve his plan. He should continue. Since he made a war crime score about Prince Johnson, he must continue. Zah does not seem to be picking his call. I think we have to go to something else. So let's go back. Okay, let's go back. But now, folks, I actually wanted to talk to Zah before playing some of these recordings and then allowing you to talk. But since Zah is not available now, maybe hope he calls in at the middle of the show. But listen to this.
To guard the process of our institution, with the MDR, we are left vulnerable. We not get stand-up. There's no stand-up for our party.
Who are you eyeing?
Well,
To
in the
protect
subsequent time,
your
we
interests.
really define to the public in the subsequent time. We cannot subscribe to any deep political issue for now.
When you speak of the war crime code that he was being suppressed by the people of Liberia or the Malians or from
By
angles
the
of your
people,
party,
by the government, current government. Now you support it.
the current government,
The current
of course,
government
you know
now support it. The current government.
that your politically led leader was actually politically marginalized,
Yes.
but he supported at the end
Supporting is
of
different
this,
than
of this
undermining.
government.
Supporting is different than undermining.
So you are simply trying to say that the senator was being undermined by this government.
By the current government.
Okay, so these are leaders of the MDR, different leaders from the different counties, majority from Nima anyway. They are speaking. To now, we're not saying anything much. We are playing what they the actual time has come for the minds to speak. And I think they were waiting for the appropriate time. And now is the appropriate time to speak. They are speaking their minds. But they are speaking exactly what we have been saying to you. Probably the fact that they are coming out now to speak. I mean, those who did not, especially the few folks from the government who were always arguing and contesting our argument here and our information here that Senator Johnson was not happy. He was downplayed. He was misled. He was blocked and disconnected from the government. You are hearing it. So let's play another one.
Better than one time. And let me state this here clearly. That time was the time you signed the resolution for the establishment of war crime code. When we heard that you have signed a resolution for the establishment of war crime code, executive committee member of the MTR rushed to your office. They will ask you, Senator, why did you sign this resolution? And you said to us, it's too much. I'm tired of the provocation. I'm tired. You said it to us. You told us my people were slaughtered and goods in the 90s. There were no one to come. But today, Liberian politicians are only heritage. I want to go, walk, go. If I want to kill me, I'm going to die. The Wichita, the mother of the Wichita, we keep talking how to attend your program. We saw you, your money was dropped. We asked you, we said, Senator, why are you reducing the days? And then you told us, you said, my mission is over. My mission is over. You people should be brave. Senator, we are not satisfied. You have a pressure. You have a pressure of more careful. Our Father, we say, may your soul rest in peace. We are here. Your struggle.
Look, I'm going to play this again. This is the official tribute that the political party of the late Senator Johnson paid at the funeral. This is the official tribute. Let me repeat. This is the official tribute that was paid or delivered at the homegoing of Senator Johnson. May his soul rest in peace. This is the official tribute. And you know why? The party chairman is here. He's standing there. So they did not hire for anybody. They were not hiring for anybody. They were not afraid of anybody. They were not considering jobs, whether they want their jobs, they should take their jobs. They did not care at that point. They said the jobs are available. You can take them if you want them, but we have to speak what the senator felt prior to his death. So MDR is speaking exactly how and what the senator felt prior to his death. That's what they are speaking here. They didn't go to praise Joe Baka because Baka will not praise anybody. They didn't go to praise Jeremiah Kun because Jeremiah Kun gave him $5,000 and tell him hire a lawyer to go and plead a case at the War Crimes Court instead of listening to what the senator had to say, or instead of agree with the senator that they should stick to the agreement. The MDR. When Thomas Yaya Nimne spoke, they all came back. They said rebutting Senator Nimne. None of them came back to rebut the MDR. So the MDR people lied too. When Thomas Yaya Nimne spoke, I see all of them running around on Facebook, say they're attacking Thomas Yaya Nimne. But the political party, whose chairman is the Minister of Labor, they stay here and pay tribute and speak exactly how and what the late political leader felt about this government. And the conclusion of this tribute, listen to the conclusion. They told you how Senator Johnson died, why he died. If you are looking for a reason to know, if you want to know what the case Senator Prince Johnson, it is in this tribute from the MDR. The MDR has told you what exactly killed Senator Johnson. Oh, you thought we were joking? When we said the government's action, the government neglected Prince Johnson, which led to his death. You say, oh, it was political. But his political party has confirmed. They are telling you what killed Senator Johnson. Let me play it again. I will play it again. Listen to him. Listen to them.
And let me state this here clearly. Better than one time. And let me state this here clearly. That time was the time you signed the resolution for the establishment of War Crime Court. When we heard that you have signed a resolution for the establishment of War Crime Court, Executive Committee member of MDR rushed to your office. They will ask you, Senator, why did you sign this resolution? And you said to us, it's too much. I'm tired of the provocation. I'm tired. You said it to us. You told us my people were slaughtered and bullets in the 90s. There was no way to come. But today, Liberian politicians are only erected. Oh, what can go? And the one that's coming, I'm tired. The Wichita, the mother of the Wichita, we keep talking to attend the program.
Now listen. The week Senator Johnson died, this speaker is about to narrate what he told them prior to his death. The week that Senator Johnson gave out the ghost. Listen to what Senator Johnson had to say to these partisans of the MDR.
I saw you. Your body was dropped. We asked you. We said, the Wichita, the mother of the Wichita, we came to Ganta to attend your program.
The week he died, they went to Ganta to attend his program.
We saw you. Your body was dropped.
So they saw Senator Johnson and his body was down. He was drained. MDR people are speaking. They saw him. They were not satisfied with his body, the way he was looking. So they asked him, what's happening, Senator? That's it.
We asked you. We said, Senator, why are you reducing at this? And then you told us, you said, my mission is over. My mission is over. You people should be brave. Senator, we are not satisfied. You died from pressure. You died from pressure of War Crime Court. Our Father, we say, may your soul rest in peace. We are here. Your struggle never go in vain. We are. They might have too much. Thank you, my God, that's all of us.
Now, Senator Nimne also spoke.
He wanted to buy time to pray and to serve his people. He wanted to buy time to pray and to serve his people. So every time a presidential candidate came and he would go and say, I will make you president, but I want you to buy me time. He did that with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And President Sirleaf at the time that there were 15,000 UN soldiers in this country, that she had the opportunity to execute war crime. And she said to him, when you make me president, I will buy you time. And he went from village to village to campaign for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to be president because he wanted time. President Johnson became president and she bought him time for 12 years. People went to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and they said, why aren't you bringing war crime code? He said, look at the country. Nobody is talking about war crime. People are worried about the next daily bread. They worry about their children going to school. They worry about hospitals. So Prince Johnson bought time for 12 years. And when Ellen Johnson left power, President Weah came and his program, Propo, and he went and said, if that is Propo, then I think that's the man I can talk to. I need to buy some time. He went to President Weah and said, I'll make you president. I want to buy time to serve my people. And President Weah said, when you make me president, I will buy you time. He got out into Nima County in Liberia. He campaigned. And President Weah became president. And when the citizens asked President Weah said, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf came here and spent 12 years and did not bring war crime code. I am not bringing war crime code. Senator Johnson enjoyed 6 years building schools and relating to his people. When President Weah time ended, he heard about rescue mission. He said, Weah, I'm not going to support you. I'm going to go to rescue because I want to be rescued. He went to rescue and did more than what he did for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Weah. He produced a vice president and produced a president simultaneously. And he was promised time. But when the time came, the time that was promised him was never given. Senator Johnson was troubled. Senator Johnson was troubled. He called me 10 o'clock in the night. And he said, distinguished. And I said, my brother. Every time he calls me distinguished. And I will respond, say, my brother. What is the problem? He said, I'm troubled. I was promised time. I was not given time. And now we're talking about war crime code. And I said to him, when they touch you, they will touch me. Nobody will prosecute you. He said, are you sure? And I said, go and sleep. The following 2-3 days, he called me. Every week, Senator Johnson will call me.
So the bottom line is, Senator Johnson was betrayed by the government. Ellen asked him for support, and he granted the support to Ellen. Ellen won the election, and Ellen paid back. Ellen returned the favor. Mr. Weah asked him for support. He supported Mr. Weah in 2017. Mr. Weah paid back, lived up to his commitment. Joe Baca went to him and asked for his support, and he supported Joe Baca. First, Baca wanted his son, quote-unquote son, Jeremiah Kun, to contest as vice president. Prince Johnson authorized Jeremiah Kun to say, go, I'm going to support you. Because of Kun, Senator Johnson did not support George Weah. He instead supported. As a matter of fact, Mr. Weah is an in-law to Prince Johnson. Mr. Johnson's wife is Mr. Weah's cousin. So Mr. Weah did not support Prince Johnson. So Prince Johnson did not support Mr. Weah for Joe Barker. And Barker became president. Barker did not live up to his commitment, his side of the bargaining, which is not strange to some of us. To many of us, in fact, we know that Barker does not live up to his commitment. No, Pastor, you will be the last. I usually as the last, Pastor. Yeah, I usually the last. I'm going to play a recording for about Senator Johnson in his church. This was after the election. Listen to him.
How come before the election, I was one of those big After the election, telephone closed. That's the work of the devil. The devil is a liar.
I said, I'm not talking much tonight. You will do the talking. We'll play a recording. We'll ask you the question we want to ask you. You will do the talking tonight. Let me play this recording again from Senator Johnson himself.
How come before the election, I was one of those big After the election, telephone closed.
Telephone closed. Before the election, Barker was calling him back to back. PYJ, back to back. That was before the election. After the election, telephone closed. No connection, no communication, no conversation with Senator Johnson. He himself is here talking. Nobody saying this for him. And he said this before his congregation in his church. So you can say, oh, the people put this in the lie on Joe Barker name. Prince Johnson said talking. You heard Prince Johnson party spoke. You hear Prince Johnson talking? Let's play you another one.
When they were killing the people on Nimba, what did you want us to do? That's why I said, if you talk again, I'll get you.
Which way?
If you want disruption.
This interview was done in the Senate. Remember the the interesting, the controversial audio or interaction between Darius Dillon and Senator Johnson. This is the interview he granted after that interaction between him and Darius Dillon, when he said, I will tell a table what's up.
Because they slaughter my people, they kill the children, they slaughter people and declare Nimba enemy of the state, and they put all the deadly weapons in Nimba and slaughter. So we had to fight. We fought in defense. So you want to bring war conquer, bring a damn war conquer. Don't be speaking or thinking about every day this thing. I know it's not coming. There's not a way to bring war conquer. You go through processes, legal processes. You don't talk about things on the phone when you see me. When you see me. Every time they don't see me, he must talk. Then when you talk, I'm just joking. Saying you're joking to say I'm quiet because I'm a preacher. Jesus turned the table upside down. I will turn your table upside down one day.
Okay. Senator Johnson. Rescue people. It's true. Rescue people. Let's go. Yeah? We'll play another recording on Jeremiah Kun. So let's play the one with Senator Johnson on Jeremiah Kun.
Let us try for Brecker. Okay. Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided on Brady to Weah and said the way forward is the Panama Hall discussion for peace. Then when Brecker come now, he is deceived by coming there. The Dillon there, Nombi there, and you now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Brecker, all kind of thing. You want to go after people? Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house. Mm-hmm. So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing. Yeah. Then they said it, to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. One of them almost ran to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Barney, Jim Barney. And when I went to Queen, I said, what is going on?
Now listen. After they let the Senate, the House, the Senate are already signed. When the two members left in the Senate to sign, James Barney of Maryland and Senator Johnson of Nima. When he heard it now, he went to Kun, Jeremiah Kun. Listen to what he's about to narrate.
You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide we are. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with that.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving as Bible for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he wants to persecute us. You got going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your part has been good for lawyer.
Yeah.
From Kun offered my own son offered that I went and sign a resolution. I managed to them why you're.
So Prince Johnson signed a war crimes court resolution under pressure and in deep disappointment in Jeremiah Kun. And those of you, the conversation is going to get bigger. And those of you from Nima, you need this particular recording to start playing. When the person who paid the tribute on behalf of MDR, when Wallace said that Senator Johnson died from war crimes court pressure, he was right. He was not wrong. You hear Senator Johnson himself? He said he signed that record, he signed that war crimes court resolution after he left Jeremiah Kun's office, his son, the vice president. After he had gone to ask the vice president, but Kun, what is going on with war and economic crimes court resolution here? And Kun told the senator, forget it, you find lawyer, help you with money to find lawyer. They're $5,000, go find lawyer. Senator Johnson said it was from Kun's office that he felt discouraged and disappointed in the government that pushed him into the Senate. He ran to the Senate and requested the resolution. He said, just bring it, I will sign it. Because my own son, Kun, had let me down. My own son, Kun, has betrayed me. My own son, Kun, has disappointed me. My own son, Kun, has formed a conspiracy against me to prosecute me. Kun, who I made representative, who I made senator, and I made him vice president. That Kun today telling me he gave me $5,000. I should go look for a lawyer. I should go hire lawyers to go plead for me in war crimes court against our agreement with Sam, against the decision we reach. No problem, Kun. I go in Sam war crimes court. Prince Johnson left Jeremiah Kun's office. And you're here looking for people. You're here looking for Jeremiah. I mean, Prince Johnson killed us. You're looking for Prince Johnson killed us. The people who killed Prince Johnson, they may not have discharged lab bullets, but they torture him they psychologically torture him, they psychologically intimidate him, they pressure him, they subject him to all forms of embarrassment and humiliation. That's what led Senator Johnson to his death. The government killed him. They psychologically torture him and humiliated him and intimidated him that killed him. He died of pressure. MDR said it on the record. War crimes court pressure. Prince Johnson, these are his narratives. Here is Senator Johnson telling you when he left Jeremiah Kun's office, it is from Jeremiah Kun's office, and his response to him, Prince Johnson, that pushing to go and sign war crimes court. Listen to him.
So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your part has been good for lawyer. From Kun offered my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution.
Yeah.
I managed to them why you did this. You know what they told me? No. Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baga send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah, correct move.
Senator Johnson's own stories, his own narrations, his own narratives tonight. That's all we're playing tonight. The records will speak for all the things we've been saying when we told you that Joe Barker is an ungrateful old man. Some of you say, oh, the papa old. Don't talk to him like that. But let's bring Johnson here. Listen to this. Now let's go to the preacher man. The preacher man, my message, my opinion tonight is in the preacher man's message. So let's go to his message. I know that you are strong. You have the power to kill. The message for Joe Barker and all his officials. They are strong now. They have the power now to kill. They have the police, the military, all state security apparatus. They have them to their control now. So they are strong now. Barker is strong now. They have the power to kill. Not only to use guns to kill, but to use intimidation, torture, and humiliation to psychologically torture you and lead you to your death. You have the power now. Barker, who didn't have rack for himself, he has the power now to kill and all. So he's able to torture Prince Johnson psychologically. He's able to humiliate Prince Johnson. He's able to intimidate Prince Johnson psychologically and push him into his death. When you call somebody who led you into the presidency, when you disconnect from him, you cut off all conversation, telephone communication from him, you are psychologically torturing him, intimidating him, and humiliating him. They were talking, boom, boom, election finish, you are inaugurated president, you disconnect yourself from him. You subject him to psychological torture. Psychological torture, that's what you subjected him to. You psychologically intimidated him. You psychologically humiliated him. That he did not even have a voice in the government. He could not even produce a head of entity to say, this is Prince Johnson's nomination or recommendation as head of entity for NIMA, the people who supported you to make you president. The people who supported you to make you to ensure that you are elected vice president. The man who led that effort did not have a voice, a say, even in the local government the local government arena in his county. He didn't have a say. Who becomes district superintendent, statutory superintendent, county superintendent, state mayor? He did not have a say. You psychologically intimidated and humiliated him. That led to his death. That's what you did, and that's what this pastor is saying. I know that you now have the power to kill. Listen to the second power they have.
I know that you are strong. You have the power to honor man.
I know that you're strong. You have the power to honor man. They won't go in directly to Jeremiah Okun. They won't go in directly to Jeremiah Okun. He's strong and he man. He's telling people, even if that one day you'll be president, he goes to pay tribute and stands before the crowd and tells the crowd how Prince Johnson promised to make him president. The man who promised, who made you vice president, made you senator, made you representative 2 times, made you senator, made you vice president. You betray him. And you were down there telling people, say, Senator Johnson promised to make him president. The man who was even willing to make you president, you betray him and put for his prosecution. We the ones supposed to be pushing. We the ones should have been pushing for Prince Johnson prosecution. Than not Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun should have stood with Senator Johnson because everything Jeremiah Kun is today is at the experience, the political influence of Senator Johnson. That the man he betrayed and led to his and led him into his death. And you say, you're in one year. Listen.
I know you are strong. You have the power to use politics and bring division. But I tell you,
the pastor said, I know you're strong. You have the power to use politics and bring division in the country. Who is using politics to bring division in the country? All the other setting right there, Jeremiah Kun, Rachel Kun, my own friend, and Joseph Boakai. All Jeremiah Kun and Joseph Boakai, all their activities, all their policies, all their programs, all their utterances, including their officials that follow us, have been directed to dividing the country. They use politics to divide the country. The pastor say, I know you're strong. You have the power to use politics and bring division in the country. That one goes straight in Joe Barahi. They're using politics to divide the country. See what's happening with this with this capital building thing. They are violating the laws and blaming it on politics. Say this place is a political theater. Let's divide the capital building. You thought they said that politics. The pastor said, I know you're strong enough now. So you are using politics to bring division in the country. The politics they use to divide capital building today is because of the divisive politics that today they want to win and bring a capital building and sit down and say the chasing Kofa people to say that bring the building, then we'll go tell Kofa, we'll put it on Kofa people. So they go and bring the building, arrest people close to fanatic Kofa and start and torture them and intimidate them. Say you call Kofa name, you call lawmakers name. Politics to divide the country. You're using politics to go after elected lawmakers. You use politics to intimidate elected lawmakers. You use politics to beat on lawmakers, elected lawmakers. You use politics to subject lawmakers' vehicles to search on the grounds of the Capitol building. One group of lawmakers, you search one group of lawmakers' vehicles on the ground of the Capitol building, took people down from some of that vehicles and say, okay, enter the player, even though you're under the authority of an elected lawmakers. You still subjected them to intimidate to different forms of intimidation and humiliation. He said one group of lawmakers can boom, you enter, another group can you park a car, you open it, everybody get down. Then only the lawmaker enter. What kind of nonsense was that? That's what the pastor is talking here. He's saying here. You use politics. I know now you're strong now. I know you're strong now. You have the power to use politics and bring division in our country. That's what Joe Barahi is doing now. Now he's strong now. The time you were complaining that he was a race car park and anyone not using he was park. He didn't have power to use politics and bring division in the country. This is why anyone was avoiding any park this old man, and everybody thought Eddie was wicked. She was bad. She did not know what she was doing. Today, all joining the different voices to apologize to President Sirleaf if we may have had any form of misinterpretation of a decision to park Joe Barahi. These are the things that Eddie saw. He said, "Let's park the man." Even as vice president, they mean parking because knowing he's very divisive. This is how we're experiencing today. So the pastor is telling Joe Barahi in your face, I know you're strong now. You are listening with your weak friend. You are nobody. No influence, nothing. So no, I know now. You're strong now. You man now. Okay? Also, you man now, eh? You man now. You get power now. So you can use politics to bring division in our country. And these are religious leaders that are supposed to be heading the council of churches in this country. Leaders, religious people, clergymen who will look in the faces of the biggest politician in the country, which is the president, and tell him or her the truth. These are the people, the pastor, the men who preach the funeral. These are religious leaders we need to preside over the council of churches, not these political party members. You take a group of United Partisans and put them on, give them a council of churches position. They all running, they all chasing jobs. To be getting their $3,000 or $5,000. Religious leaders being appointed board members by Joe Barker. Relegating your voice, disgracing your voice, reducing your voice. The integrity of the voice of the church in this country is gone. It's dead. The church lacks integrity, moral rectitude. They lack the moral high ground to speak against ills in society because the entire church is compromised. It is compromised. So they can talk. They're chasing both fees. The bishops, the heads of the different religious institutions or different denominations, they are all chasing both fees. They are setting down on tribal sentiments. So they can talk. They're quiet, compromise. They can talk. So this pastor mustered the bravery, used the Bible, his biblical authority. Look, and he got the right platform where the entire world, the entire country was attention to him, and he spoke to Joe Barker. He had power now to cause division in our country. So he's dividing our country. He has power now. Now, having played all these recording, folks, I said I was not talking too much tonight. I'm about to open the telephone lines and ask you, with all of these recordings, y'all believe it now that Joseph Barker government and Jeremiah couldn't kill Joe Barker? Y'all believe it now? Y'all believe that Prince Johnson died of pressure? And y'all believe that the pressure that killed Prince Johnson, this pressure came from the psychological, the mental torture and psychological intimidation and humiliation that Joe Barker and Jeremiah Kun sent his way? They intimidated him, they psychologically intimidated him, they psychologically tortured him, they psychologically humiliated him. He died. What caused his death? They killed him. Psychologically, they psychologically killed Prince Johnson. Joe Barker, president of Liberia, Jeremiah Kun, vice president of Liberia, they psychologically killed Prince Johnson with the war crimes code. They block his line, his number. They block Barker blocked the man number and issued instructions to protocol officer. I don't want to see Prince Johnson near the executive marshal. What I want, I already have it. They play him. They play Prince Johnson. Papi run to Jeremiah Kun and he's telling Papi, if that's the case, I will hire a lawyer for you. They're $10,000. They're $5,000. See that kind of disrespect. And you Nibians, Jeremiah Kun is not your son. He's not your son. Jeremiah Kun can never fight for you. Jeremiah Kun will accept money any day and power any day over you, over your interests. You Nibians, you'll mark this tonight. Jeremiah Kun can never fight for you. There are many men in Nima that can fight for you. There are many men in Nima that will fight for you. You can need 20 persons in Nima that can fight for you and stand with you in your struggle days. Jeremiah will not be amongst the 20 persons. How many persons from Nima Jeremiah are giving joy because you are Nimayan? The people you are giving joy because you are picking. Jeremiah will give you joy because you are picking. Jeremiah picking you. Jeremiah picking. Your Nima people, you ask yourself, where Nima lives? How many persons Jeremiah could get job? How many persons Jeremiah could recommend for job? How many Nibians Jeremiah could recommend for job, for appointment in this government? The people he appointed, he recommended in this government are people who are his beginning. My boy, my friend, my picking, my gay, my woman friend, my woman small sister. Those are the kind of people Jeremiah could recommend for job in the government. Not Nibians. Just check the Nibians that are in the government and trace their appointment to Jeremiah Kun. You're not hearing me on radio again. Just look for all the Nibians in the government. Say that Jeremiah Kun recommended the person for employment. Y'all look for them. Y'all look for them. When you find them, they will all be a beginning, or he girl, or his wife's sister, or the person. They will not be because you are in buying. So Jeremiah is not your own. Jeremiah is a businessman. He will use Nima to make business on Nima and get rich on Nima. Prince Johnson did not do business on Nima to enrich himself. Prince Johnson negotiated on behalf of Nima, and the Nima people benefited and they celebrated him. Jeremiah will enrich himself. Jeremiah will reach out than Prince Johnson. You all know that? Because he was doing business. He was doing business. He's a businessman. Jeremiah said it at the tribute awake. The man told you, the man said he was concerned about the first round. After the first time, he didn't want to run again. He wanted to go in the private sector to go and do a business because he wanted to make money. That has been Kun's ambition, to get rich. So he can do anything to get rich. So Kun will make business, will use Nima to make business on Nima and enrich himself. And you all will be struggling for attention in government, in public service. Watch and see the biggest concession company in the country. Ask them, what is happening? Ain't see Kun 14 here? Mitasi has the biggest employment of Nimbaans in Nimba County. The biggest employment of Nimbaans in Nimba County, skilled and unskilled jobs. In Nimba County, Mitasi has it for Nimbaans in Yekepa. Jemaku 49 concession because Sowe is his interest. Sowe is his interest. HPX, his interest. So I don't care about Mitasi, how many Nimbaans I employ there. I don't care how many Gio and Manon people I employ in Yekepa. I'm concerned about what is going to benefit me. So he's fronting for Sowe and HPX against your interest at Mitasi. He doesn't care. He will stage and finance any form of protest against Mitasi because of his interest. It has always been about Jeremiah Kun's interest. And beginning tonight, moving forward, this conversation, we're going to expand the conversation. It's about Jeremiah Kun and make sure the message resonates with Nimbaans. Jeremiah Kun must take full responsibility for the death of Senator Johnson. They psychologically tortured him, intimidated him, and humiliated him that led to his death. It's on record. Let's go to the telephone lines and pick calls 0776 104 104. Blama, do not. I can't announce my number on the radio. I don't know. Yeah, go to my Facebook page and send me a message. Then I will send you my number. Go to my Facebook page. Just search for Austin M. Kawa. And the profile picture, my official Facebook page, the profile picture, you see I'm holding my daughter in pink dress. Okay, when you get that page, you send me the message, Blama, and then we can talk and now send you my number. But I can't announce my number on the video, please. Roslyn Wani, welcome from Switzerland. Yeah, I know you late tonight. I'm sure the job is the reason why you came late. So, folks, that's the conversation we all need to. We need to reach out to our Nimbaans and Nima brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers and aunties, to reach out to them, share these recordings with them. The local radio station has to play a key role in communicating these messages to the Nimbaans, to the Nima people, the chiefs and elders who do not listen to radio. It's about time that they listen to these messages. For us here at Freedom, we are doing a documentary of all Senator Johnson's video recordings and audios and all of that. We are doing a documentary of it, and then when we get money, we'll be able to produce it and then share with people who can share with. If there are people who want to do similar, they can do it. But we need to get this message across in Nima that Senator Johnson died as a result of psychological torture. He was tortured psychologically by Joe Boakai and Jeremiah Kun. He was intimidated and humiliated psychologically by Joe Boakai and Jeremiah Kun. That's the message I want you to take tonight from this political fellowship tonight. The message you're taking home tonight from this fellowship, folks, all of you listening and watching, the message you are taking home tonight is Prince Johnson died from psychological torture. Prince Johnson was psychologically tortured. He was psychologically intimidated and humiliated by Joe Barker and Jeremiah Kuhn. That's why led to his death. That's the message for tonight. Let's take a course on the different numbers: 0776 104 104, 0886 500 104. Move away from the monitor and the noise. Let's hear you. No, you're disqualified. Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my man, your topic looks interesting, but I don't want to. What you're saying is that you are deviating from the whole thing that's happening. Don't call me off. Yeah, hold on.
What? When I'm talking about power, you talking. Nobody cutting you off, but then you say, "Don't call me off."
Yeah, don't call me off. Maybe we want to call me off.
No. The only way I call people off here, I said they don't want to listen to me or they won't be disrespectful. When you're speaking to the issue, I got issue. Yeah.
They're not being disrespectful on the show.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Yeah. My brother, Prince Johnson, we're not going to live forever. Even as they walk around, so you want to tell me that someone with depression or any Johnson with all other fools and in the country?
So where's the contradiction? I mean, you say I'm deviating. You say I'm deviating.
The contradiction out there.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that we die. We're not know when we die.
How is that contradiction? Huh?
So, yeah, you are contradicting that saying.
Mama, yeah, you see.
Prince Johnson died.
No. Did you listen to the show?
I've listened to the show. Even if I not start the show.
Okay. So I see why you're concluding. So let me remind you. You say you didn't start the show. We started the show by playing recordings of Senator Johnson. Senator, 1 minute.
What I know about Senator Johnson have been a controversial senator.
Chief, hello.
Yeah.
You could just call in and just make a point. But to have said that I'm deviating, then you are in error now. You can disagree, but the same deviating you're in error because there's 1 minute, there's no deviation here. Senator Johnson on recording is clear that Joe Barker black it no more after the election. 1 minute now. Senator Johnson is clear on the record. Don't forget about controversy. That true or la we're talking here. Senator Johnson la Joe Barker black it no more. Okay, my man. Thank you, Chief. Hello, let's hear the next person. Go ahead.
Hello. How you doing?
We are okay.
Okay, this is Ellis.
Okay, Ellis. Go ahead.
You see, thank you very much for this program, brother. With the Libanians, I think some of us we have said that by now. The death of our senator from Liban for Jeremiah Kuhn. Just give a copy to Stephen. Can you imagine the promise that they go to pass being just for copy two bar and two secretary, two cap and two pair play. They lie to us. See, we know very well that this thing happened in this. It was Jeremiah Kuhn and everything. And why you put a place in the request of the first station in Nima? Because the thing went out to the person was lying. So with the radio copy for the peace. They don't have a recording. When I told the person I was lying. So why you put a still request of the guys to still play it to what's going on? To begging people.
No problem. We're going to share the recording of our media codings in Nima. We'll do that.
Yeah, it's copy radio station, it's copy radio Nima. We beg the radio copy can play. We ask the manager for more tour is our man. Please, I beg you, even if calls out to get one, I must say we carry copy, we play in the direct on this country. Because of the main politics. And we begging you people, begging you, please.
Thank you. We'll do that. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is for Singapore. Brazil.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead with your point. Senator Johnson claiming he was neglected, rejected, and betrayed by Jeremiah Kuhn and Joe Barker.
Yeah, but I want to ask 3 questions to you. Hello?
I'm listening to you.
Yeah. So you want to tell me from 1990 up to 1996, the war I fought in Liberia, the Prince for the only soldier I fought war in the country?
First question, go ahead.
Yeah. The second question here is, the chancellor something that you
Thank God I didn't call you over. That somebody push you over. Hello? Please go ahead.
Okay. My name is William C. Holly, and I join you from 12 from Motokono. Okay. Hello?
From Motokono, go ahead. Once I recognize you, just go ahead.
Okay. Great. The late, I think we understand some things that he's before, because I listened to most of the recording before. He said that they rejected the president. Trump workers rejected the Pope. Now, why they rejected his call was he would not be able to be coming to town to work, meaning that he will stay in Imade, his report. Can you imagine that? If a president of the country go against you that way, that thing like kind of in a stigma and stretch, they can let somebody to death. Yeah, because you expect the president to talk to you. You expect the vice president to talk to you. But now that they're talking to you, they just decided to do one.
Thank you. Let's take a few calls from the diaspora. Go ahead.
How are you, Austin?
I'm okay.
How you doing? Thank you for giving up. And the last time, Austin, I remind you of something. The last time that the guy that had to call him, that came from America, that went in the Senate, that guy was invited by Jerry Langton. The guy was responsible for World Crown Court. He went to the Senate. If you listen to every slow senator, if he knew this particular man was coming in the Senate, he was not coming to be there. But before that time, they released a video of Joseph Boyka telling the young people that sitting down with Auden Way. It was Auden Way. That he had a World Crown Court. That particular video, who invited, I was the question, I was the Senate, who invited Auden Way to the Senate with John Malcolm. I'm like, I'm going to start to this guy himself from Phil Johnson. Because he could not be talking about Auden Way and talking about Phil Johnson. That's how he went. I was saying, if that was a problem, if I said, Daddy, don't sign the World Crown Court paper. You know, even if I'm president, I'll be able to protect.
Oh, James Ellis. Oh, James. I think AB push you. I think Abraham Conan push you off the line. AB, go ahead.
Hey, Austin, good evening and happy New Year, brother.
Thank you. Wishing you many happy returns.
Look, man, I don't know the two first quarter, man. Look, Austin, you play all the clips. In Senator Johnson church, he talked about the very day Joseph Boyka was sworn in as a president. He even said in church that by the time he got to the World Crown Court, boom, he fainted.
Mm-hmm.
The clip is there. You play it, then the man asking, so, oh, Senator Johnson, he know, so, whenever the worker, you know, you're going to live. Why people commit suicide? I said, man.
And I keep emphasizing psychologically the man was tortured, intimidated, and humiliated.
That is the fact. Because a president they never trusted if he was going to be alive in 2029, they never trusted him. That you're going to support them. Even Kun said that the man left money business at the capital. He's unstable. When he tell you something, you gotta wait for it because he can change anytime. Nobody said it. Nobody put it in Kumo. That Kun said open more said it. So what the man come and call you and ask him, no, brother. The fact with me is Senator Johnson was a big man in that country. He was not president, but he was a public figure. If he was sick for long, you are going to be in the media. You are going to talk to people that are sick for long.
Mm-hmm.
But you've said it. But this hypocrisy, nobody want to say the truth because they get some draw somewhere. It's bad. The man was torture, Austin. The man was torture. Everybody abandoned him. He called this play, he can't get. Once another Johnson will go to Tehran and say, oh, please, so my daughter can get drugs. These are all torturing because Senator Johnson, anybody want to get drugs for Nimaka, they got to pass through him.
Imagine.
You're in the media.
Yes, sure. Now he's passing through Tehran.
Thank you. You're there from 2011 when he supported Manasari in second time. Almost everybody that were pointed for Nimaka, they passed through Senator Johnson.
Oh, yes. He did a list and submitted a list.
Yes. Even 2018, the same thing.
Same thing.
So why you consider Senator Johnson will not say for long, but because of pressure, they walk like you can call Senator Johnson, but when you talk about walk like around him, you want that. Why you think that he threatened Toronto to tell a table?
Because of war crimes.
Because they don't talk about war crime.
Masisi, hold the line, Masisi, I'll soon take you. Hold the line, Masisi, I'll take you soon.
Thank you so much for the show, brother.
Okay, man.
Hypocrisy and facing the fact.
Simple as that. Masisi, go ahead from Clarendon.
Thank you, Austin. How you doing, my son?
I'm okay tonight.
Thank you for the show. No, Austin. Jesus Christ came for the unrighteous. You understand? Everybody, one way or another, every preacher say they FYC in a country, but he stood for a country. He stood for a country. He stood for the people. So what we are there for? For to see people. Talking about see people are talking about they post every type of pressure. So they give for the hostess for. So they give for the hostess for. Now we stop the people say that again. So they give for the hostess for. You understand? They give for the hostess for. They get up for talking about and I have get it, man. No, the recording is scam at all. The recording is get that. This man went out of the day. He's not treating up. When they put RC, he said SYC. So they are style. Sorry, let me go and rest. I style will let go and say, oh, you pass up, walk back up. You go up, walk back up. That figure is saying today. They know what's the rest. They're full pulling rest. So every night they're calling him for that power. So they get a power. If you get it, they enter. The first thing you want to put in the conversation, he said, I will bring walk back up. You know what I will back up, but you want it fair up. When you suffer just to say. So imagine that, right? Imagine that. What is all the Libanians? They say precaution of them poor men in our good person to Nimba people. What is for leadership? It's so wickedness of Libanians to self because into the war and to the men for the get because it was back. So I wanted to take precaution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to this line and pick more calls. Let's hear you.
Hello, my name is Damonte Femi and I'm calling from Swaju.
From Swaju, go ahead.
Sano Road.
Okay.
Now, let me say on the platform, now be